Hey y'all, welcome back to Tina Smoot TV. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. I ain't got my glasses on because sometimes when I be on here, my glasses be looking like they going left and I be going right. So now I want to shout out my business, Jesus Feed the Hungry. Working hard since 2019. Got a lot of things coming. I'm gonna have some shirts coming. A lot of things are coming. So be on the lookout. So today's show is called You Are Who You Date/Marry. And I came up with this because this guy called me on Tina Smoot TV. We don't do no name dropping, but this guy called me, and I haven't talked to him in a while. And he's in his 40s, and so we was talking. I'm like, so how you been doing? He like, how you been doing? Da, da, da. I'm thinking he probably doing something or trying to do something. And he said, I've been doing pretty much nothing. I don't play the PS4 no more. I'm trying to get me a PS5. I done got rid of the PS4. And I'm like, I think my phone going down, play back. And the reason why I did that because I'm like, you 40 some years old and you talking about video games. Like that's why I had to cut ties with you in the first place for some fact because you don't want to do nothing with your life. Like you still stuck in the ice age. Like you still stuck in your 20s. Like you still a little boy in the inside. And I don't want to be affiliated with you. I don't want you going around talking about I'm your woman and you're not living up to your full potential. You have the potential, but you're not living up to it. So if you dating someone or thinking about dating someone or marrying someone and they have the potential to be a billionaire. Because you never know, they have the intent, they have the potential to be rich, but they're not using their potential. So if you're dating somebody that just have potential but ain't doing nothing with it, you might as well cut it loose because potential means nothing if you're not using it. So that's why I titled this You Are Who You Date/Marry. And then another thing we should start looking at men and women. This show is for men and women. Another thing we should start looking at before we start dating someone, meet their friends. Meet their friends. Meet the people who they hang around because you are who you hang around. So if you see they hang around a bunch of people that just not trying to do nothing with their life, I don't want to call them losers, but people that just don't want to do nothing. Not that they can't do nothing, but they just don't want to. If they're hanging around people like that, then that's gonna let you know who they are. Because no way in the world you're gonna keep hanging around people that's not doing nothing with their life if you trying to do something with your life. Like it's not gonna work. Either they're gonna get tired of you or you gonna get tired of them. So you go around their friends, see who they hang around, and the next thing you see what type of relationship they have with their mother and their sisters if they have sisters. Like how do they treat the females in their family? Because if they don't respect the females in their family, they're not gonna respect any female. And that's vice versa. Like men, if they ain't got no good relationship with their daddy, a female don't have a good relationship with her daddy, she gonna be constantly, if she haven't dealt with that, she gonna be constantly looking at you to fulfill those daddy issues that she have, and it's not your responsibility. So talk to her, go around her, see if she had a father in her life. If she didn't have a father, see how she dealt with it. Has she forgave him? Has she moved on with her life? Because if she haven't forgiven him, if she haven't forgiven him, and she's still holding grudges against him, she's gonna be expecting you to give her the love that only a father can do, and you can't do that. So my best advice to you, sir, is to just send her to Jesus. Give her one of them little Bibles and say a prayer for her and let Jesus handle her because she's not going to be ready for no relationship because she's going to be wanting you to do things that only her father can do. And even people that you hang around, like if you hanging around a bunch of negative energy people and just toxic people, like check your surroundings. If your surroundings ain't making you want to do better with yourself, then you need to switch your surroundings because you're around the wrong people. If you're surrounded by people that's not motivating you or getting you to do better with your life, you need to switch your circle up because them people holding you back. And you can want to do something, but you got these naysayers in your ear. You can tell them your dream and they shut it down every time because they have a poverty mindset. So they're not going to see what you see because of their poverty mindset. They're not going to think the way you think. They're not going to see what you see. So it's best to not even tell those type of people your dreams because they're going to shut it down. they're going to shut it down. They're going to have you doubting yourself. The best person you can tell your dreams to is Jesus Christ. Like, because he's the only one that going to understand it, because he gave it to you. He put it in you to have those dreams. So that's the only person that you need to tell your dreams to. Because poverty mindset people are not going to understand big dreams. They feel like it can't happen. So that's why you should get away from those people. And also, if you dating or marrying somebody that every time you tell them something that you want to do, or you try and do it yourself, they downplay it, or they joke about it, or they just say nothing at all, like you listening to them. Like I had a friend like that. Like I listen to them and they tell me their dreams and their goals. And I be like, oh yeah, you could do that. You should go ahead and do that. And then I be like, oh, this is what I'm trying to do. And when I tell them what I'm trying to do, they say nothing. Or they kind of cough it off, or they switch the subject. Get away from people like that. Like I straight up told him, I be like, oh, that ain't even gonna work around here. If I root you on, baby, you're gonna have to root me on, or you can get up out my life. Cause that's a sign of jealousy. And your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend can be jealous of your success. Like you can actually be dating somebody that's jealous of you. You could be married to somebody that's jealous of you. And if they jealous of you, they is not gonna want to see you grow. They're gonna constantly throw you down, throw shots at you. Anything you try and do, they're gonna constantly have something negative to say, but they say it in a joking way. I don't fool with them people either, because you laughing, but you dead for real. You feel that way for real, so you could get off and around me, period. So that's why I titled this, You Are Who You Date/Marry. Okay, this is Tina Smoot TV. Checking out. Y'all have a great day. Look for Jesus Feed the Hungry. It's coming soon. It been a long wait. It's been going on since 2019, but I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm not gonna give up. And all y'all that's out there fighting for y'all dreams, don't give up and don't worry about the naysayers. Subscribe, comment, like below.